Hi guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today I just walk you guys through my fall glam going out makeup tutorial. Not really tutorial, more of like a routine. And I give you guys a little bit of a life update, but I promise that I will actually sit down and film the Q&A that I've been saying that I'm gonna sit down and film for the last 3 months. I swear I will do it and upload it probably my next video. So, disclaimer. If you like the way that my makeup looks right now, keep watching to see how I achieve this look. If you don't really feel like watching, but you just want to know everything that I use, everything will be linked down below in the description box, and it's also in the link in my bio across all of my social media platforms. You guys can get these products on my Amazon storefront, my Like to Know It, or my Shop My Shelves, whichever one you guys prefer. But without further ado, let's get into the fall makeup routine. Enjoy! Okay. Everything that I use will be linked down below. I know I'm going to say that in the intro, but just as a reminder, I'm starting off by prepping my skin with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is so good for makeup skin prep, and I think that using this as opposed to Dermalogica has tweaked my base a little bit. Next is the Say Sun Drops. I love these. I switch between these and the Star Glow, which is like the non-tinted ones, but these are really good for whenever I don't have any tan on my face or my face is looking a little bit paler than my body. Ever since like before moving up here, I never really went out or like went to a bunch of fun stuff in Austin. I feel like I was more of a homebody whenever I lived at home, mainly because I didn't really like the people in my town, so I didn't really want to surround myself with them. Some of them were great, but I just always had kind of felt like I didn't really get along with them and their values, so I would always kind of just do my own thing. But since moving up here, I've been having so much fun and I've been going out a lot more. So I'm really glad to have found a routine that works for me and will last me a night out. As always, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade 4 Medium. This and the last product I still kind of consider primers because I feel like they're not super covering of anything and they're just really good and essential in making my base look super flawless and smooth. Charlotte Tilbury's products are honestly all hits for me. I don't think I've found one so far that I haven't been literally in love with. Any Charlotte Tilbury you can get your hands on, I recommend getting. This is a product that has completely changed my makeup game for me. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I could not recommend a foundation more. I use the shade 6 Neutral, and I'll just do it like on my finger, and I'll just do 2 dots and then 1 and 1. I might add a little bit more on my cheeks. A little goes a long way, but it makes such a flawless base. It's actually insane. I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but my camera has been having the most difficult time focusing in this bathroom. I don't know if it's the light or what the problem is. We're just gonna pretend like it's doing a great job. I like to blend this in with my hands because I feel like it gives a little bit more of a natural finish as opposed to using a foundation brush. Next for contour, I use the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Happy Soul, and I just do like a little line on both of my cheekbones, and then I'll do like 3 little lines right there, and then down the sides of my nose just do a little line like that. And then I do a little bit on my neck right here just to kind of make sure that everything is blending together because I don't want my face to be a different shade than my neck is, so I always make sure to add a little bit of product to my neck as well. I've lived up in Fort Worth for about almost 3 months, which is literally like insanity, but I have just been having truly the best time. Like, I had a moment the other day where I literally almost started crying because I was like, I am just so grateful like to be able to be up here and like to live the life that I do and to do the work that I do and like, yeah, I don't know, just live the life that I do. There was a time for a really long time that it felt like I was never gonna make it out of Austin. I had a very hard time there, honestly. I can go more in depth about that in another video, but Austin is just not my place. It's never been a city that I've loved, and growing up there was extremely difficult for me. So being able to kind of get out and like experience something new and try something on my own has genuinely just like completely changed my outlook on life as a whole. It's been amazing, and I'm just very, very thankful and very grateful. Once all of that is blended in, I use the Hourglass concealer in the shade Cedar, and I just put it like on any blemishes or little dark spots that I have. Another thing that I started doing that I really like is putting concealer under my contour, and I feel like it just really carves my face a lot more than whenever I don't do that. I'm gonna eventually do like a sit down Q&A video and just like talk about everything and give you like a full life update, but I feel like being up here, I recently have been so insanely busy, so I need to find a time that like I can actually just like sit and collect my thoughts and just like rant about like life in general to you guys. I've been kind of recently like overthinking a little bit about how much of my life I want to share on the internet and how much I want to keep private, mainly when it comes to relationships and friendships. I think that's the main thing that I've been thinking about a lot. I don't know, I just feel like I need to kind of set boundaries with myself of like things that I want to keep online and things that I want to keep completely private, but just trying to find that balance sometimes is very difficult when my job is literally to share my life with you guys. Next up for blush, I'm using Rare Beauty in the shade Encourage. I start with this as like a base blush because I add another one on top of it once this one is blended in. As I was saying though, I think finding a balance in anything is really important, but especially having the job that I do and having this space where like literally anyone can go online and like find things out about me, or like if someone wants to stalk my Instagram, like that's great, but they literally have access to basically everything about me. So I'm currently just kind of working through finding a balance and trying to create boundaries with things that I'm posting or people that I'm posting. I don't want to come on here and like be talking about how much I love Fort Worth and I've loved getting out of Austin without being real with you guys and just kind of telling y'all any time of transition is difficult, especially for me. I'm not someone who handles change very well, so I have definitely had some downs being up here, but the ups do outweigh the downs. The next blush that I'm using is the Shea Dew Blush in the shade Chili. I've used this for a really long time. I've talked about it in multiple videos, but this is so good and it's such a beautiful pink color. And then I just blend it in with the same brush. Overall though, truly, like I can see myself like eventually getting a house here and like raising my kids here if I wanted to. Honestly, like I absolutely love everything about Fort Worth, and if not in Fort Worth, then definitely in Dallas. I honestly don't know where I would go outside of Texas. I would definitely be open to moving to like Tennessee or one of the Carolinas or something like that, but I think that would be a little bit further down the road. I would love to have a house in the mountains somewhere, which is so weird to say because I have always been like the biggest mountain hater. Like I love looking at them, but like going to them, I'm like, okay, I need a beach. I've been just doing a lot of thinking about it recently, and I truly think that I would love to be somewhere in the mountains, at least for like a permanent home, and then use a beach as vacation. I know this literally looks disgusting because it exploded in my bag a few weeks ago, but this is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Snow, and I just put it on my nose like this. I've gotten like a lot of questions for honestly a while about if I would ever move to LA and like move to California or Miami or New York, just like big kind of hotspot cities like that. And I honestly haven't given it a whole lot of thought. I think growing up in Austin and like being so close to downtown, I have such a big love for cities and like having those resources so close, but I don't really know if I would want my kids to grow up in a suburb similar to mine or in a city similar to mine. I don't know, but thankfully we have a while until I have to figure that out. Next up, I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in Sugar Cookie. I just use this with a little beauty blender sponge thing, and I just kind of tap it in and then go on the sides of my nose like this and just kind of make a good line and then go under my eyes. I don't make it go too far though because I do still put liquid products on my cheekbones, so I don't want to mix those with powder just yet. While I let that set and bake, I go in with the Refi Brow Sculpt in Clear. I don't know if there's other shades, but it says Clear on it, so I feel like I should clarify. And I just kind of brush them until I feel like I like the way that I look. I don't really have much of a strategy for using this stuff, but I just kind of do it till I feel like they look good. Sometimes I'll fill them in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade, but I just do it like that, so pretty subtle. If you've watched specifically my makeup videos for a while, you know that I'm not a big eyeshadow person. However, I have definitely started to get into it a little bit more. This palette I've had literally for forever. Like one of the glitter ones has been exploded for like 2 years in here, but the colors still do the job, so that's what matters. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Makeup Palette, or eyeshadow palette. Y'all know what I mean. And I use the shades Rustic and Cypress Umber. I think that's what you say. And I have no idea what I'm doing, just like as a heads up, fair warning. I literally just put this all over and I kind of share it. Like I don't go back for more because I feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit too dark, so I just do it like that on both, and then I blend it in with this same brush and just kind of go all over my eyelid. Like I said, I didn't really use eyeshadow a whole lot until like a few months ago, so I really don't know what I'm doing, but this is definitely something that I feel like ties a lot of my makeup together and just makes my look a little bit more complete. Next up, I use the Kylie Cosmetics gel eyeliner pencil, and I put a little bit of it on the end of this brush. If I'm not good at eyeshadow, I obviously am not going to be any better with the eyeliner, so normally I just go in on the side and drag it up a little bit and just do somewhat of a wing. It's nothing crazy, it's really nothing special, and I just do the same thing on the other side. Like I said about liquid highlighter, I don't put the powder all the way to the ends until I'm done with this, and even then I don't do it, so I don't know why I just said that. But this is the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer in the shade Enlighten, and I just put like a dot on each side. This dries really quickly for me, so I put it on one side at a time, otherwise it like literally leaves a circle on the side of my face. That's what I do for my liquid highlighter. It doesn't look super bright on camera, but in person it literally is like the most beautiful natural glow. And normally I switch between this and the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter wand, but recently I have been loving this one. This is also a new thing that I've recently started doing. Before I put any lip product on, I will take a wet Q-tip and wipe off my lips. This has been a game changer. I never really realized like how much makeup gets on my lips whenever I'm like doing a full face. So it makes a huge difference, and it makes, I'm convinced at least, it makes my lip liner last way longer. I posted this lip combo on TikTok the other day, but this is my current go-to that I'm obsessed with. It is, once again, the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner. I am a big fan of overlining, so I go like right above my lips and I do the bottom, and it's just the most beautiful, like natural but enhancing lip color. Okay, next I just put Benetint on my lips. I don't know why I did a dot on that side. I literally never have done that ever, but I just do a little bit instead of actual like thick lipstick, just because I feel like this gives a little bit more of a natural look rather than like a super pigmented lipstick color. And then on top of it, I either use this honey infused lip oil I love. I'm not going to try and say the name of the brand because I know I'm going to mess it up, but majority of the time I have lip balm with me everywhere I go. That's not majority of the time, that's all the time, but majority of the time I will put on some lip balm. But I often use Laneige, I often use Summer Fridays. I never really like have one in particular. This one's really good though. I love Rhode so much. Please sponsor me. So yeah, that is the lip combo. Next, I kind of go over everything that I already did with powder. So like my contour and my blush and my highlighter. For contour, I use the YSL All Hours Hyper Bronze. They sent this to me and I literally cannot get enough of it. Also, the packaging and just like everything about this is so beautiful and perfect, but I just kind of blot that in over my contour. And then I just go over kind of wherever I put it. I go right here too. Blend everything together. Next, I have the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil Cream Blush in the shade Paradise Pink. Talk about a mouthful. This is probably honestly my favorite blush I've ever tried in my life. First of all, the color is insane. Second of all, it is just so beautiful. It blends together so well and it just literally like melts onto your face. I love that blush. Could not recommend it more. Again, everything will be linked down below, but if you're gonna buy anything from this video, buy that blush and the mascara that I'm about to show you. You guys already know I've literally said since I got my lash extensions off like a year ago. Oh my god, it's literally not even been a year since I've had them off. That's actually insane. Anyways, if you know, you know. I had lash extensions for almost 4 years and they were honestly really ugly. Like, I love lash extensions on some people. I think they pull them off so well. I am someone that I was getting mega volume all the time. Don't know why I was doing that, to be honest. Like, I feel like it was so overpowering on my face, and everyone tried to tell me like, hey Caroline, like that actually doesn't look good on you. And I was like, yes it does, like you're just being a hater, please shut up. They were right, I was wrong. And I got them off last October 2023, I think. But they were little nubbies, okay? Like literally nubs growing out of my eyes. It was like actually disgusting. And I started using this lash serum. Wait, if you're gonna buy any product, make it this lash serum also. This is for Vitalash. I'm literally falling over. This is for Vitalash. It is the most amazing lash serum you will ever use in your entire life. I could not ever recommend a product more. Anyone that asks me, anyone that sees me and compliments my lashes, I'm like literally shoving it in their face. Like, get this right now. Like, go to Amazon, open it up, go get this. I'll have it linked down below. It's in the link in my bio on all my socials. It's everywhere. Because seriously, you guys, like it completely changed my life. And I feel like it's so dramatic. It completely changed my face. I feel like having long natural lashes is such a confidence boost. So if you're looking for that, let me help you out. I use my handy dandy Tweezerman lash curler and I just curl both of my eyelashes like 5 times a day. I always do it before I start my makeup, but especially right before I put mascara on, I do it then too. So I'm gonna do that really quick and then I will start my mascara. Okay, both eyes are curled and it is now mascara time. My favorite time. I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof. Both the non-waterproof and waterproof mascaras are genuinely, I think, the best form of mascara to ever hit the market, but the waterproof holds a curl for me a little bit better, so I use this one. There is quite literally no strategy to the way that I apply my mascara. I just kind of put it on until I feel like I like the way that it looks. I am a heavy mascara girl. I love a lot of mascara. A lot of mascara. I feel like this mascara just separates them all so well and like makes them look so long and like thick. I need to get a new one because this tube is getting a little bit dried out. It is so good. First eye is done and you can't even see it because my camera literally hates me. Next up, other side. After I got my lash extensions off for a little bit, I started lash serum like literally immediately, but I was doing cluster lashes for a little bit and oh my god, you guys, like they were actually the ugliest things on me I have ever seen or done in my life. Like, it was so horrible. Those pictures better not ever like leave my Snapchat memories because they were like actually disgusting. It was so bad. But as much as I loved my lash extensions, getting them off was definitely the best thing that I feel like I could have done for my face because I just was overdoing it way too much, way too often, for way too long. Now that I've had this on the sides of my nose for a solid like 30 minutes, this is actually the foundation brush from the brush set that I have, but I use this to pat the powder in under my eyes and go kind of up the sides of my face a little bit. I find that the powder lasts so much longer whenever I pat it in instead of using like a big fluffy brush like this to kind of like brush it off. And I love the way that it turns out every single time. So I pat this in all right here. I kind of do like a triangle shape with it, I guess. I mean, not really, but like that's just like the spot that I pat it into. The last step is this Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch pressed setting powder, and this is in the shade Pound Cake. And I take the same brush and I just kind of go around it like that and just put it all over where my concealer was, or just like anywhere that I feel like needs a little bit of extra setting. Okay, I lied, that's not the last step. Last step is this setting spray. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I switched between this and the one size, but I ran out of the one size. So for right now, we're using this. But I just spray this. And then this last step is just taking a little Q-tip and getting the extra mascara off of my eyelids because I literally cannot do anything gracefully. So it gets quite literally everywhere. That is my fall glam makeup routine. I've been doing this for the last few weeks and I don't think I've ever gotten so many compliments on my makeup. So I highly recommend every single one of these products. Like I've said literally a million times throughout this, everything will be linked down below in the description box for you guys. All of these are available wherever you can shop anything that I promote. Amazon, Like to Know It, Shop My Shelves, all of that. I hope you all have a great week. I don't know when I'm uploading this. I'm assuming it'll be up on Sunday. Anyways, I hope you'll all have a great week and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy you're here. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.